Noyjeetut here with another stuff I got. So I went ahead and got the rest of those Simpsons clickers that I could. Yeah, I think we already knew I had that one. And this one there I have. That's the Kiss the Chef. Another. I may give that away as a prize. I don't know. Oh, there's a pretty good one. Homer Dips Marge. Another Kiss the Chef. This is the one I was talking about. It's kind of weird how they kind of made this awful sisters try to look sexy and stuff. And they have hair on the legs. It's kind of funny. There's your thumbnail. It's $4, but it's one of those reachable hands. Old people use them. Short people use them. I just kind of like them for picking up trash. If like you want to tidy up around your place or your street or down near the street where people throw garbage on your corner, that's a good tool. And also, hey, for dumpster diving, you can do some small stuff with it. It's not really, for boxes, but it can handle some small stuff. Went to this huge community flea market thing. And this one guy, I'll do all the products I got from him. I just got two things. I just spent $2 at his. He just had like these old chests out. And I think like his grandmother died or something because it was filled with old people stuff. Just a lot of old stuff. And I just got The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I like to have like an older version like that. That's like from '57. And I thought it was interesting. I don't know. I don't like buying newer versions of old books. I was really kind of a weird salesperson. He just one of those high pressure deals, which annoys me. But he was saying, I was looking at these cans, I was just kind of browsing this crap, and they're kind of neat. They're from the '80s, some kind of like weird store display or something, or in the machine. He couldn't really explain, but he said a quarter each, so I got 4. That was $1. I actually spent a $2 bill, which I was kind of mad because I didn't have any smaller bills. And I didn't want to bring out anything bigger with him because he'd probably try to talk me into, spending a 10 at his place. But the tops are pretty neat. I don't remember. It's hard to remember these. These are back in the '80s. It's just a long time ago. It seems like you could cut your mouth more on these than anything else. But yeah, they look really cool. I thought they looked really kind of mint. They look nice. This one has some dent damage, but whatever. The funny thing is, like, the mellow yellow looks like it was actually drunken from, but it has like this weird. You see that texture? I don't know when they did that. It's the only one that has actual ingredients, but it doesn't have a date on the bottom. So I don't know. I don't know what to do with that one. I don't know if it was actual drink, but the others are definitely display ones. Put those back there. They're kind of neat. I was going to ask people, what's the main difference between Orange Crush and Sunkist? Because I never really thought about it, but I guess they are two orange sodas on the market. And I thought, I can't think of a huge difference. I've had Sunkist. I haven't had Orange Crush, but if someone could tell me, like, I know Dr. Pepper has more like sugar to it than Mr. Pibb to me, and it has like a more robust caramel taste. Well, Mr. Pibb seems like almost a more, retooled, less is more version. I also got this saw. I thought it was cool. I was going to saw something with it too. It was $2. I was like, I like saws. I can use a saw. It has that hole in the tip here. That way you can hang it up on a nail. Yeah, I'm going to use this to cut some roots actually. Ooh, look at the design. Special. Alright, moving right along here. Yeah. Alright, Value Village. I think we all know about Value Village, but what they do is they have these packs of shit. Some have really cool shit, action figures and whatnot. It's like 80 cents. It's a real good deal. I like it. This one had nothing of interest here on top. The only thing that interests me, and I fought myself about getting it, but I went ahead and got it. It's this WCW versus NWO LED video game thing with Hulk Hogan and Goldberg. Seems like they can never get Goldberg right. He always looks kind of weird. And look at those up there. That one looks smaller. It looks so weird. But yeah, Hogan looks okay. But it's just funny. That's Tiger. It's actual Tiger. WCW grudge match. I don't know. I was such a big WCW fan. I couldn't resist. I mean, I was on the fence about it, but since I was already getting something else there, I decided to go for it. And that comes with Borderline, I'm guessing. Maybe I should smash that. Some other fun fact thingy. Brain Quest from Chick-fil-A. Wow. It's like every other thing in there was like underwhelming to me. But that one thing I was like, oh, Hogan versus Goldberg. That was big shit back in the day. Must have. Remember the biggest thing, oopsie, is they gave away that match free on Nitro. The Goldberg versus Hogan match. And people were really upset because, well, people pointed to one of WCW's downfalls because they could have made decent coin at pay-per-view with that match. Big old Donatello, because it's awesome. I don't know. It was $3.93. I thought it was neat, so what the hell. I actually saw one at a toy store for Michelangelo. But I don't think it was going to be $3.93. It was that guy that had overpriced NES games who couldn't name his price. I didn't even ask him about it. I'm not going to ask a guy like that. Make him stand, even if he has to do like a... There goes my can collection. It's like when Marge Simpson goes on a run and shoots those antique cans. And the big charge is sentimental value. Well, the cans aren't really worth that much. Yeah. Sue Donatello. Also, I got this because this is from McDonald's back in the day. This is one of like their first toys. I know they did Bambi, I think, first, and they did, I think, the Muppets. And I got Fozzie, Bam, and now I got Kermit. And he has his hat. And of course he has the original tag. And someone had a I am loved pin on him. It stays. Like the earlier toys. They really put a lot of nice work into them. I mean, if you think about this, compared to a little piece of plastic crap or a CD or anything else you'll get from those Happy Meals, it's pretty neat. My old ones got destroyed by rats in the garage or something back in the day. Alright, this one kind of has a story with it, but I got me some more Hulk hands. Hulk hands are awesome. And Hulk hands are like one of the few toys that still, let's see, this one's work with me. Like, I can actually play with this. And it's amazing how big they make these things. And, you just punch crap and stuff. And that's a Hulk hand. And you can punch your sister or your brother with it, and it really won't hurt them too bad. You can hurt animals with it. You can go around and just be like a kid just on a sugar high and just be randomly freaking out and acting like a Vietnam vet or something. I don't know. Just do what you want. One of these. Yeah, this one's sound still works. The sound thing there. This one's been like pried. So something's happened there, but I think it may work if I do it right. But yeah, Hulk hands. Now here's the story, right? So I was going to go get these. But I wasn't, at that point I didn't have a buggy. I wasn't really going to plan to get anything before that. But I saw these and I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to still shop around here, I'm not going to lug these things around like an idiot. So I went to go get a buggy. And I came back and this little Asian kid was playing with them, right? And he gave one to his sister and they were both punching each other, correct? You follow me? And it was a waiting game for me. And I had to wait for these kids to stop playing with the Hulk hands. So I went away. And he went away finally. His mother went away. And it was clear. I was going back there. And like he runs right back down the aisle. And puts them back on. And just starts pounding them both together at each other. And then he takes them off and catches up with his mom. This doesn't happen once. It happens 3 times. Which I thought was hilarious and kind of sad at the same time because he liked them a lot. But his mother wasn't going to buy him. She looked really, what's the word for uptight or strict? Something along those lines. She just looked like a bitch. And I knew she wasn't going to get him for him. So eventually he went away and I grabbed him, put him in the cart. And he came back, but I never looked back because I didn't want to cry. I later saw him at Value Village, but they didn't have toys as cool as those. And what were those price? I think it was in there at $3.93. Some guy, someone's high. Someone's like $3.93 for this, $3.93 for that. It's $3.93 day, man. It's like, okay, why? All right, and probably the best thing I got out of the bunch. It also has a story like everything else here. Oh, Dreamcast. We'll see if it works, but yeah. The story, though, is I put it on the counter, and the girl looks at me and says, this is half off. I was like, it's half off? It's like, yep, it's half off. I was like, okay. And apparently it's blue. They don't actually put the color stickers on there. They just put the first letter of the color that the color of the day is, which is half off on that item. I don't know why it was still there. I'm kind of amazed it survived. Because you'll see people come in with like huge grocery carts up to the cash register, and they got everything on that day that's been half off priced. So it survived somehow. Or maybe she was just flirting with me. And then you may think, well, Cody, you're crazy. She wasn't flirting with you, it was half off. But let me draw your attention to this. She mentioned this twice. And she told me she had played every Sega system but the Sega Dreamcast. And I was like, oh, and that made some small talk with her. And then she went back to it and she said, I played every Sega system but the Sega Dreamcast. And I don't know what she wanted. I mean, is it too forward for me to give her my address so she could come play a Sega Dreamcast? Or how do you play that without becoming a little creepy? But it seemed like she seemed really interested in the Sega Dreamcast. And by Sega Dreamcast, I mean the Noyjeetut. But, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she's just real talkative, but she kept on mentioning how it was the only, it was like it escaped her. I never got to play that Dreamcast. And she made small talk about the hands, too. And she asked if I had kids, or boys. And it's kind of sad. I was telling my brother Daniel later, I was saying, it's pretty pitiful when I have to say, no, I don't. And I told her I'm the big kid or something. It sounds stupid later. I was like, retrospect, like, oh, that sounds stupid. But I was telling Neil, it's almost a better line that if I do have boys, instead of looking like a freak. And he concurred. But yeah, I didn't care. Whatever. It was a good day. Half off, so that's, I don't know. $5.50. Yeah. $5.50. Not bad. Not bad for a day's work. There's the stuff I got. And my precious can collection. Destroyed by Donatello. Fuck you.